Welcome to one of my favorite places to shoot car content, featuring a vehicle that's not only close to my heart, but is adored by many of Mzansi's first-time car shoppers. Now hold that thought because we're gonna come back to it. But one thing I'm not necessarily drawn to is this vehicle's R-line specification. Shoba fethu ngusbu, the four-wheel chaser. Thanks for tuning in. Let's unpack the Polo. Volkswagen Group Africa have just announced that the 2 millionth unit Polo model has just been rolled off the production line in Karriere, where the German brand has been producing the Polo model since 1996. In 2025 alone, over 112,000 units of the Polo have been made in Karriere, 8,274 of those being the Polo GTI. And so from these numbers alone, we can conclude that the Polo nameplate is a household name in Mzansi, and rightfully so. I mean, after all, we're the sole production hub of the Polo, where we export the model to over 30 countries. And it's safe to say that VWSA is quite on par with the task, where a Polo or Polo Vivo leaves the production line every 2 minutes, since these two share a production line. I am digressing here a bit, but we all know that the refreshed Polo has been around for some time, so in 2025, I'm sure we can all agree that it can no longer be called new. For starters, the updates to the mid-life cycle model were not that significant, apart from a new set of lights, tweaks to the nose, and the addition of the IQ Matrix LED lights and the LED light bar. And very recently, we've seen the inclusion of a choice of different wheel designs which are fitted to this unit. As standard, the R-Line gets 16-inch alloy wheels, but if you add 5,300 rands, you can get yourself the 17-inch yoke items, which are the ones fitted to this model. Overall, the vehicle is a stunning package, especially in the looks department, even more so if you consider this R-Line spec, but here's my only gripe with this model. VW loyalists will know that back in the day, the R-Line package used to be offered as a package or an optional extra going for around 14,000 or 15,000 rands in the Polo. And that would include add-ons like the 4 exhaust tips, gloss black mirror covers, your R-Line logos, different bumpers, and all of that is included in this package. However, that no longer is the case. Instead, R-Line is now a model or a standalone variant which is offered in the Polo lineup. And if you wish to buy yourself the R-Line like we have here, you need to spend 53,700 rands more over the standard price of the Life variant. And that is even before you start ticking some of the optional goodies which are fitted to this unit, which we'll get to a little later on in the video. And so instead of offering the R-Line as a package, VW have introduced the Black Style package. Unfortunately, it's not available yet in all of the Polo models, but only in the GTI. But hopefully in the future, even the basic Polos will have the option to be fitted with the Black Style package. Ultimately, I believe the positioning of the Polo R-Line, especially at 499,100 rands, is mainly the reason why we're seeing a lot less R-Lines on the roads, but instead we're seeing a lot more Life variants on the roads, that is well-spec'd Life variants and obviously GTIs, but we'll discuss the pricing further later on in the video. For now, let's look at the cabin. Alright, sure, Bafetu, welcome to the inside of the Polo R-Line. Right in front of me, it's the universal steering wheel from VW. We've got an R-Line badging, it's leather wrapped, and then this one has got physical keys. You'll remember in the GTI, they had capacitive buttons, I believe they were called. So as I was saying, in front of me, there's a driver's display. At the moment, it's showing me that my left front door is open and the front bonnet is open. And then next to it, we've got the main infotainment system. The reason that the video cut for a moment is because the device that I'm currently recording on was connecting to the system. So we currently have Apple CarPlay connected to the vehicle. Your aircon controls, 7-speed DSG. What else? 2 cup holders. And then these seats, I love these seats. I would rather have these over the leather option. These are the tartan upholstery seats, I believe they're called. They've got R logos on the backrests, and unfortunately they've got manual adjustment, and then obviously Mzansi's favorite, a panoramic sunroof. Let's just wait for that to open. There, pretty much that is that. Let's go to the back and see how space is at the back there. So we've now jumped at the back of the Polo R line. I've got just enough knee room in front of me. Headroom is okay. The seats are supportive. In front of me, I've got back seat pockets, and then there's no center armrest. I don't know why, but yeah, no center armrest. And then if I sit like this, I do sit slightly higher than the seats at the edges. And then you've got two Type-C charging ports for your rear occupants, and that is pretty much the rear of the Polo. The engine is a 1 liter TSI 3-cylinder engine. It makes 85 kilowatts and 200 Newton meters. It drives the front wheels through a 7-speed DSG, and VW claims a fuel consumption figure of 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. At 499,100 rands before options, here are some of the options fitted to this unit. We have the 17-inch York alloy wheels, the IQ Light Matrix LEDs featuring dynamic turn signals, there's the comfort package, the Radio Discover Media, which has inductive charging and digital cockpit pro, the panoramic sunroof, and then there's the safety DSG pack, which has adaptive cruise control with stop and go, front collision warning, forward assist, emergency braking, lane keeping assist, traffic jam assist, and pedestrian monitoring. All these considered, the price of this very unit is sitting at 560,300 rands. And so taking that into consideration, here's how much you can expect to pay on a monthly basis for this Polo R line. And so with all the options fitted here, my question to you is it a sensible choice to buy this Polo R line? Especially when you consider the fact that the life offering can be spec'd just as well for less the price, and that the price of this unit fetches so closely to the price of the Polo GTI with 147 kilowatts. And that is even before we start considering the competition from other models. Let's engage in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are on the matter. And just like that, we've come to the end of this video. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe and help me get to my first 1,000 subscribers. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.